Greetings, magical souls. Today's reminder of magic is a beautiful one. I have many clips of nature and animals and the birds that visit around me and that I feed. But today's one is very special because these are the Muscovy ducks. And I just want to give you a little bit of background, but shortly after my cat Max passed, I started going outside and sitting on the grass, just contemplating things. And I became friends with a flock of pukekos. And I started to really notice how individual they were and all their quirky little personalities and all the really funny little things they used to do. And about 6 months after that, I saw this strange black and white duck on the water where we live. And I said, I managed to eventually get a picture of it. And then I asked my husband one night, I said, what is this duck? What is it? If it's a duck, it's a flipping big duck. But what is it? Anyway, and we had to look up on the internet, and then eventually we found out that it was a Muscovy duck, and it took a bit of Googling and looking because they can look quite different. Some of them are almost all white and others are almost all black. So it can become, and then they're everything in between. But they have this sort of red, the red beak and anyway. But this duck, who I decided to call Musky, I had to go and learn about them and whatever. And they actually make really good pets for people because they don't quack. They are like a noiseless duck. So the male has like this hissing sound. To me, it sounds like a panting dog. And then the girls have this very, very, very little like squeak that comes out of them. And they're terribly cute. And they really are quite friendly and social. So Musky was with us for about 6 months. And then one day, Yoki arrived. And she got her name because she had yellow feet, like Musky. But I don't know, for some reason, Yoki just was there. And then about a month after that, another little female arrived. And anyway, we called her Ono. Yoko, oh no. Yoki, oh no. Whatever. So I ended up with Musky, Yoki, and Ono. And they lived pretty much right outside our home. They were always in the grass. They were always around. I would feed them every day. They brought such joy and laughter and love into my life. Anyway, and Yoki even had a little batch of chicks. And, I've got all the videos here that I'm sharing. And it was just gorgeous. And, even after a year had passed and we decided to go and adopt 2 cats from the Gutter Kitties cat shelter, we came home with Jake and Pixie. And as you can see here, I mean, even Jake is in on everything. I mean, this is what my lunch times became when I left my full-time job. I mean, I'd go out there in the afternoon and the pukekos would be there and the pigeons would be there and the ducks would be there. And then Jake would be in on it, running along on the side. So it was like a real little circus. And it was such a joyful time in my life. And so I did want to share this with you today because nature is actually where I feel we can find our most joy at the moment. It is the thing that is most real in a world that is full of illusions and nonsense. So, And Muskie is still with me. Sadly, I lost Yoki about 4 months ago now. I just found her in the water and she left her body. And then 2 weeks later, Ono lay down on a little sort of piece of embankment that had come away. And the next morning I found her and she'd also just gone to sleep and left her body. So it's quite sad. And I think, I keep saying to Muskie, can't you bring some more girls here? But nothing's happened yet, but we'll see. So anyway, aside from me sharing all these beautiful moments with you, I will be sharing on this channel and maybe documenting my journey with Muskie and the Pakekos. And just because I feel that, well, I mean, they for all intents and purposes, they have become like my animal companions, but they live in the wild. And so I'm really, really fortunate and honored to have them in my life. But I will be sure to, even after these 30 days, who knows? Muskie may make another appearance in these 30 days because he's very, very special to me and he comes and visits me every single day without fail. Muskie may make another appearance in these 30 days, but if he doesn't, I will be sure to still document some of our time together and definitely share it going forward on this channel because these animals bring so much joy to me. And oh God, I don't know why I'm getting upset, but they do. I just feel so much love from them and so much peace and so much beauty. And really, I do believe that if there is ever a day that you are struggling to find any beauty in the world, just go and spend 5 minutes in nature. And I can promise you within the first 10 seconds of being out there, you will find something that lifts your spirits, speaks to your soul, and warms your heart. Thank you so much for sharing in this with me today. See you tomorrow here, just us together. Thank you.